Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Dark Anime Robin. In this video, I'll be unboxing and reviewing the Transformer Voyager class Tarn from the comic universe. And in this figure is from the Transformer Legacy United series manufactured by the Takara Tomy. Now, before we open the case, let's check out what details we can see. And we have like this opening from the front here, like most of the Transformer Legacy action figure. And there's not much you can do through this opening though, because the figure is kind of tied up really tightly inside. The only thing you can really try to change is its head can move a little bit, but that's it. And on the front picture we have like again an image of this figure's alternate or vehicle mode, which is like a tank. And on the side we have its picture again, although like an animated picture. On the back again we have this robot mode picture, and another picture here we see like how his weapons can be put together from like two guns or cannon or blaster into a bigger one, like a big blaster here. And it looks like the transformation takes 27 steps to become this tank mode down here. So now let's get the figure out of the case. Now we can see the whole set here. And now we just have to cut these plastic bindings. The tricky part is this back. You kind of have to slide it out so you won't be able to get it off the card here. Okay. Let's do one more cut. Nice. This can stand pretty well just right out of the box. And here we have the instruction manual. So as you see, we have this whole 27 steps to go through to change this figure from robot to the tank vehicle mode. And we also have these weapons here. This one accessory piece. Now, before we transform the figure into its vehicle mode, let's see what it can do with its accessory in the robot mode. They're actually very easy to work with. So this piece here is actually the what you need to put these two blasters together. So you connect it to either side of this piece, and so it basically is like a handle piece. And then attach it to Tarn's arm. Here we go. And here we have him. Just basically just blasting off like most version of Megatron has the big cannon on his arm. So this is basically that kind of weapon for Tarn here. Of course, you can try adjusting this a bit so it will look cooler, like firing off a really huge. Here we go. Now let's check out the other way we can work with the weapon pieces. So first detach the blasters and then reattach them. But first you turn this 180 degree and then reattach them to the other set of holes on the piece. And this now becomes like a backpack of the pair of the blaster here. Then we get the Tarn figure here. You flip down like these blaster-like parts, and then you attach them to the back piece here, to that hole. So now we have him with a blaster on, like pretty much on either side of his shoulder. Now, the one last thing you can do with these blaster is just as you saw from the case pictures, you can put them together. now it becomes one big cannon or blaster, and like Tarn hold it. It can look like a big long gun, or here can kind of set it up so like he's holding and firing the big cannon with both of his hands. That's it for the weapons, and before we transform this figure into the vehicle mode, let's quickly explore this figure's articulation, and you already saw some of them. So let's check out the head first. You can turn left and right, about kind of 45 degrees each side, but that's good. And it can also kind of raise also about 45-degree angle up, so, but it cannot look down. And for the shoulder and arm, so can rotate like, can turn like this, and raise the arm laterally. Also bend the arm, so you can basically try to make him do like a muscle kind of move if you want. And the fist can turn around the arm, and looks like you can make him open his hand, although his fingers aren't articulated. Well, but with it, you can kind of make him like make a golden move, like waving, try to wave the opponent to come at him, something like that. Although these are all kind of tight joints, so you have to move them carefully. You can make a kicking pose, so that's good. The thigh can rotate inward, outward, so it helps put on various kind of stance. And his feet can also rotate inward a little bit, like 20 degrees. Again, this helps with balancing the figure whenever you set out to do various kind of stance. So that's the articulations for this figure, so which is nice. You can set up to do several kind of cool, very cool looking poses. This was, and now let's change it to the tank mode. We will begin from the back. First, again, you flip down these two blaster, and then this whole purple back piece, you have to kind of pull it. Yeah, it can be difficult, it's kind of tight. And here, so now we got it open. And next thing is to flip the head into the back side, like that, and then rotate this piece 90 degrees toward this direction. Then we go back to the front and raise the arms upward. And then you flip open the chest piece and this either side, kind of pull it outward a little. And then you're gonna turn again this part all backward. So this piece can be pushed upward. You have to make sure it this opening here clicks into this part, like that. Then you flip to back, and now you have to click the legs together, so this part here. Okay, like that. Now flip this part down. And then we can kind of just slide this back down. Like that. Next, on the part that's the robot feet, flip it up like that, and then at the knee here, flip the whole upper body over like that. Now go this way and stop. Turn the arm toward the heel, rotate out like this. And the hands turn this way. Flip these two pieces down, and then flip on this side a little bit, and open this piece here, and here. Here's a little tricky part. The arm here, you have to kind of bend it down like this. So with it bent like that, you can flip this part down. Like this. And then see this little hole here, clink onto the leg, like that. Now I'm gonna do it to the other side as well. And now this piece here, you close down. Finally, we have to close this part down and see this hinge here. You have to click these here onto there. Or actually, no, this different part. Oops, I stand corrected. I was right before. We have to clank this here to there and just bend it this way. And there we go. They're kind of tricky because you can't see it there, but there we go. Now the tank mold is almost done here. The last thing we need to do is to attach the cannon like the way we did with the robot mold. Oops, sorry, it's not down there, it's over here. See these two opening to clink this thing there. There we go. So now the tank mold is completed. So as you see, this tank mold is a very cool looking vehicle mold. Unfortunately, Tarn cannot really do anything in this mode. Well, looks like we can turn around the cannon like regular tank, but that's about the only form of articulation this figure has in this mode. There are no wheels at all at bottom, so you can't really roll the tank. So ultimately, in this form, this figure is only good for display purposes. But it has very awesome look and good coloring too. So I guess in terms of design and look, we can at least give it anywhere between A minus to if you like purple and tanks, maybe you can give it A plus. But in terms of functionality, unfortunately, it's probably at least a C. Another use this figure has for this alternate mode is, at least in this way, it probably looks more compact. So if you ever need to store this figure away and you want to make sure it take less space, maybe it's better you turn it into this form rather than let it remain in robot mode. So this covers all the basic feature of this figure. And for all Transformers fans out there, I highly recommend you to add this figure to your list for your collections. Even though it's a Decepticon, it's a very good looking one. And look at Tarn, like pretty much similar to the Fallen or Megatronus Prime, the first Decepticon. This Decepticon's face is also pretty much like modeled after the Decepticon symbols. So, and this one has a very kind of handsome face, if you ask me. And besides that, the articulation of this figure allows it to put on various kind of poses for display, like this, much hole, like it is shown in the box here. Even a confident looking pose like this. Even though it's not included in the instruction manual, you can actually have Tarn hold both blasters in both hands like this. So overall, this figure is very versatile in robot mode, and as mentioned, it's very limiting in the vehicle mode, but at least it's a very awesome looking, and it's really compact, so it helps with storing the figure whenever you can't have it out in the open. So if you're looking for a very good looking transformer action figure that can have many uses, you should definitely consider getting this figure into your collection. This concludes my review for this figure. Thanks everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel, and please check out other videos in my channel. And if you have any question, please post them in the comment section. I will answer with the best of my knowledge and ability.